Former LSK President Nelson Havi has criticized the government for its misplaced priorities. Speaking during a morning show on Citizen TV, Nelson Havi has called out the government for misleading priorities for the issues of SHA, issues of housing allowance, or affordable housing, and even school funding models. Havi said the government under the President Ruto's regime has lost its mandate and connection to the people. Here's the tape of what he said during the Citizen TV interview.
It was a month. There was this lady who caused a scuffle in the Ministry of Health because she couldn't get medical care. Imagine a situation where people, sick people, some even in wheelchairs, have to take up arms in revolution. What does that tell you? It tells you those able-bodied men and women in the National Assembly have failed to perform their constitutional functions and duties. It is sickening. It is sad. It is a period that will go down in infamy, that we had these people who have the capacity of doing right, but they fail to do it. And it should sadden everybody, every Kenyan, that money is meant for treatment of people is being pilfered. You know, where I come from, if you take money meant for a funeral and you steal it, you will die the following day. I'm surprised these thieves have not died the following day. They should. It's sad. It's an abomination. It's a curse. Imagine, you're pilfering 900 million per day. Money is meant to enable people improve on their health, live another day. Cancer patients, diabetes, people who are on dialysis, chemotherapy and radiotherapy. And you have a long face. You have the courage to come here on national TV and tell us about the committee this, the committee what. We're less concerned about committees. We want these people to get well. We want them to live long. And that's the responsibility of the government, the executive. And where the executive has failed, as is evidently the case, these three friends of mine must take action.
You think they can?
They have the capacity. They can. I think they suffer some reluctance. Let me give them the assurance. Nothing will happen to you if you do the right thing. Do it. Some of us, without the sanction of public office, are doing the right thing every day. You have public office. Boss, do the right thing. Madenga, do the right thing. Daktari, do the right thing. It's the good thing to do, for now and forever.
All right.
I'm in the midst of two of my good friends, one being my boss. I have not known him to be a man of failure insofar as responsibility and duties is concerned. I think there are many well-meaning members of the National Assembly with the wherewithal and ability to do right. The most unfortunate thing is the timing and the collective association. Look, I wouldn't say things fall apart. Things have fallen apart. When they fell apart, we really don't know. But it must have been for a while. But having said that, it is now imperative that those in the National Assembly take action. Okay. And for that reason, I will ask my boss and my good friend here that this is the time for them to act. We have a case in court right now where people are seeking to have a declaration that the president has violated the Constitution in almost 30 ways. We saw the other day they were able to impeach the deputy president. Yeah. Look, the main responsibility of Parliament is to oversight the executive, to ensure that things are done right, in order that the monies meant for the development of the people of Kenya are not pilfered. Hitherto, nothing has been done. This question of SHA was in Parliament. The National Assembly said it was good. It was even in court. A bench of 3 judges said it was good. How can all of us be this wrong? But fundamentally, those given the role of oversight must give us some answers. Boss, please, give us some answers. That's the main problem. We identified the problems that had bedeviled Kenya during the administration of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And we were all affirmative that as soon as we get into office, we'll take these steps to remedy it, to deter, to ensure that there is no repetition of this. But what do? We end up taking over the nefarious institutions, the cartels, the enterprises that we had condemned, and continue with them as if nothing happened. What can we do now?
Yeah.
You see, details often tend to obscure the truth. We're not interested in details. Monies have been stolen. Public funds have been pilfered. We are least interested in knowing what the committees do. You cannot tell me that it is expected
under the Social Health Authority, the challenges facing...
You can proceed.
You cannot tell me that it is expected of the DCI to investigate a heist of the magnitude of 900 million per day, 104 billion per month. It won't happen. Nobody will be brought to book. But are we handicapped? No, we're not handicapped. As I said before, the role and the main role of the National Assembly is oversight, to bring to account people. So our colleagues should not tell us that this matter will go to the DCI. The DCI will not do anything. You expect the DCI to come and investigate the President of the Republic of Kenya? You expect the DPP to go and prosecute the President of the Republic of Kenya? It won't happen. It's bullshit. So what we must do is to do the right thing.
Which is impeachment.
Yeah. Everybody responsible for these enterprises must be called to account. Proud of so high a magnitude that is beyond the comprehension of the DCI to undertake. But as I've said, in cases of these kinds, details are unnecessary. Execution is the only option. You need to execute your mandate. So our colleagues here in Parliament must take decisive action now. And you see, it's failure on their part that has prompted citizens to go to court helpless. Because whereas the people are domiciled with the ultimate sovereign, they have given it to the elected leaders to exercise in the interim. So that we're not left in an archaic situation where we take the law into our hands. Has it been done before? It's done in Korea every day. The other day they impeached the president. When the deputy president who had been constituted acting president failed to complete the impeachment of the president, they proceeded to impeach the acting president. You understand? So these questions must be asked. Answers must be given. And we are not interested in detail. Look, when we struggled for independence, we ended independence from three things: illiteracy, poverty, and disease. We didn't want illiteracy from sin. No, sin must always be here. It will never depart from us. So we want you to raise funds to go and build schools, to raise funds to go and build hospitals. So when you tell us you have 5 million, 20 million for the building of churches, Ayub, I've never seen them come to your mosque and say, we'll raise 5 million for the building of this mosque. I mean, the gullibility of Christendom must come to an end because it's never experienced in Islam.
Okay.